Market update. Today is 15th of 10th, 2021, and we are going to check the crypto market to see what has happened since our last update. Yeah, yesterday it was some sort of technical problem with my headset. I didn't realize that the sound is not recording, so hopefully today we had the opportunity to go back and just go through and check some of the market coins and see how the market moves. Obviously, we start with the Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin hit our target here around 60. So the last time we discussed about it that there will be some sort of breakout above 57, and then we are going to see a pullback, which we see a little bit consolidation here, and then a big candle, which has happened something like 10 hours ago, and price hit almost 60,000. So 59,991 as expected, to be honest. If we go to a shorter time frame, we can see what is happening right now. Another bull flag, it's shaping here. I still believe that Bitcoin got the potential to go up towards somewhere close to 63. The range between 63 and 64 is technically my main target, but from here we are getting close to the end of first target of our Elliott wave move forward, wave 3. So this is really important that we consider that as an area of profit taking for many people. I'm not saying Bitcoin is going to definitely stop here. I'm not saying definitely we're going to see the retracement from here, but most likely this area, as we saw it today, so let me just shape it here. This area, it's going to be the area which the Bitcoin is going to hit. And after that, most likely we're going to see the retracement of the wave 4. So in the higher time frame, if I want to take the time frame to the daily, we're going to see what is happening here. So let me just open it up. So as discussed before, let me just make it a little bit closer. So this definitely was the wave 1 upward from 29 to 53. Then we had the wave 2, which will go down to close to 40, a little bit lower than 40. Now we're going up to wherever, let's say 63 or something. Then expectation is to just have another leg down towards the area of 51 to 54, and the next leg up somewhere close to the $80,000. So how are we going to calculate this? It's not too hard. We are just going to see how is that going to work. So the retracement, the amount which we're going up on the wave 1 was around, let's say, from 30 to 54. It was 24,000 exactly. So we expect that the wave 3 to be 1.6 of the wave 1, which is going to take us to something like 38,000. 38,000 from 40, it's going to take us to 78. So it's why I mentioned that 80 as most likely the target. Don't forget that. Let me just remove this stuff. The 60,000, it's really one of the area that most of the people who purchased around 40, they're going to take their profit. So I personally expect a little bit of side movements here, and then we go up and hit 63, and then we just have some sort of retracement. So if you are having a long position on a BTC, be careful about it, because as soon as we go a little bit higher, we are expecting that retracement might happen. So just keep a close eye on the market. Right now it's around 59,000. And if you saw any reversal sign, like reversal candles on the top, shooting star, and then we will expect to see another movement or another correction down. I just try to, since this session, I try to introduce some new tools and indicators to you guys, excuse me, which can help you in your, obviously, your trade. No indicator is perfect, but obviously indicators are a very good tools which can help us. Today we're going to introduce you to the divergence for many indicators version 4, which I'm going to activate it. Sorry, let me just close this one. And it was there actually. So what's divergence do? What's the divergence in general? Okay, divergence is actually when the any indicators telling us that the, for example, price going to go down, but price goes a different way, price goes up, or the indicators value going up, but the price going down. Normally, this is happening in principle when we are going to see some sort of retracement on a longer time frame or shorter time frame, doesn't really matter. The retracements are normally happening when the market wants to correct itself. Just imagine they are the areas like 60,000, which people are going to take profit. So when people try to take profit, they start selling. When they selling, price going down. But when we are in a bullish run, still some of our indicators might showing some strength, some move forward. So this is where the divergence happening. When you use the divergence for many indicators, actually this indicator checks so many indicators, other indicators, for you to see if there is any sign of divergence. And I can show you how good that works. So for example, if you take a look at here, we saw it's in the 4 hours, by the way. We saw when we saw these start of this sign, you can see there is a here right on the top around 49,000. We had divergence in MOM, RSI, histogram, and MACD. And from 49, the price has been dropped to 46,800. Another location which we had some warning about divergence to start making, it's when we hit the 55,600, and then after CCI showed divergence, the price goes down to 53,900. Again, here we go, when we hit the 57,700, the divergence on 6 different type of indicators start appearing, and then we had a almost good size correction towards 54. And here again, when the price hit 60, the divergence showing itself. And you can see in last 2-4 hours, we saw a little bit of move down. It doesn't mean that we are going to see a dump. It means we are almost hitting some areas, which they are the areas which most of people are going to take the profit, and price might go through the correction. How far we're going down, we don't know. This indicator doesn't tell you. The indicator only tell you that this is a time for some sort of correction. And on the other hand, you can see the bullish divergence measured here in VWMACD when we hit the 54 and said, okay, it's a buying area rather than selling area. So this divergence start appearing, and the price goes up right to the 58,400, and after that 60,000. So this is a very good, powerful indicator which you can use if you want to trade. Again, I have to tell you that no indicator is perfect. If indicator was always right, I think all of us would have been millionaires today. But it's good to get some sort of confirmation from indicators when we are doing the trades. So be mindful of that. I hope this helps you guys to just using it in your trade. We check the Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance and see how we're moving with the dominance, because that's a very, sorry, let me fix this. BTC.D. That's a very important one. You see, we discussed about that a few days ago. I said I'm expecting to hit this area, and then we see a drop, which we see as soon as we get close to that red area, we saw the drop. the Bitcoin dominance get down to 44. Again, with the price rising in last, I don't know, 10, 12 hours, the dominance of Bitcoin is going high. That's obvious. When Bitcoin is going up, people have more intention and more interest in going and buy Bitcoin and just taking profit by storing Bitcoin, saving Bitcoin, and investing on Bitcoin. So this money is supposed to come from somewhere, and a big part of it, big chunk of it, coming from people selling their altcoins. And by selling the altcoins, so obviously stop the altcoins to fly or stop the altcoins to get the same momentum as Bitcoin in rising up. Not all the altcoins are going to dump, but most likely many of altcoins are going to suffer while we see the dominance going up. So this was about the Bitcoin dominance in the previous catch-ups. We just discussed about it before, so not much to talk about it. Let's move to one of the coin which I want to talk to you about was DOT, which we actually talked about it before. So very interestingly, this is exactly the same chart which we discussed on the previous time. And you can see still the price range moving inside the flag which I drew after the breakout. So we are still waiting the price to breaking out of this flag, which is a bull flag, and hit towards somewhere close to $52. And it's going exactly the same way as I expected. The main point is 37.40, not losing this support. So as long as it's above this support, above this trend line, DOT is a very good investment. It's right under below. Maybe it's even go closer to 38 or something like that. It's a very good buying zone. If you want to buy DOT, probably you can order here. Again, I'm telling you, I don't advise anyone to do futures, especially longs on the alts, considering the BTC dominance keep going up. I think we see it hit here, and after that, as soon as BTC stop its rally and just start moving sideways and dominance going down, again, we're going to see the strong coins like DOT, it start going, they rally and start moving up. So this was with DOT. So another coin which we're going to check, obviously, is the second biggest player in the market, ETH. Let's go take a look at ETH. Yeah, very well. This is the previous time chart. So as you can see, I discussed to you guys, I said this is the most important area for ETH to take over. We can see here that it passed the 3,830. It's go even to 3,857, but couldn't keep the price. It's gone down, still on the support area here, which, sorry, let me move this back, which made a support here. This support at the moment is around 3,750. I think it's going to move a little bit here until again we see a little bit slow down on the BTC movement. Then we're going to see a break, and next target would be 4,000, which I don't think it's too far for ETH. So I'm expecting we see something like this pretty soon. Let me get rid of this. And as I told you guys before, taking over this area, it's a road to 10K. And it's going to be a very, very good investment. Going up, going down, going here, probably breaks through, move a little bit here, making another flag and going up. So that's how I see Ethereum at the moment. Let's use our indicator, which we discussed on, which is divergence for many indicators. So to see how does that work on the Ethereum in the 1 hour chart, maybe better to make it 4 hour to make it more accurate. So in the 4 hour chart, you can see as soon as Ethereum hit this part, which was, as we see, 3,800, we saw a divergence in the MACD and VW MACD, which pushed the price down again towards 3,700. And even here, it's more clear. You can see as soon as hit here, we got a bounce down. Hit here, we got a bounce down. Hit here, we got a bounce down, and even though here, a little bit of movement down. So this indicator telling you all the divergences, and normally when we have the divergences, it's where we see some corrections, not necessarily the dump. And it worked on the other hand as well. If we go a little bit lower, you can see here on the low part, there is some bullish divergence happened here, which pushed the price up. Bullish divergence on RSI pushed the price up. Just need to have some attention towards OBV, which is one of the most important indicators by itself, work based on the volume, and one of the most destructive or constructive, if it's bullish, divergences is on the OBV. So normally when we see the OBV divergence happened, there is a very good chance that we go up, or on the other hand, if it's a bearish divergence, it's a very good chance that we see a correction towards the lower part. So this is how I see the Ethereum. I think still it's a good opportunity to get in spot only, not going to take any futures position at the moment. I don't recommend it, and just be mindful of that, which is getting to the buying zone at Ethereum by itself. Next coin, it's BNB. We discussed about it a lot, and you can see after a very good breakdown here, again the indicator is there, so you can see how good it played. 4 or 5 divergences in the, bullish divergences, which pushed the price up. As soon as the price hit to 482, we saw a bearish divergence formed and pushed the price. Now you can see how good my previous prediction in regards to the supports work. And as soon as this shadow hit somewhere close to 450, 440, just push the price up, and I expect more movement up. So this is more look like a bullish flag to me. If I make something like this, and if I'm going to make it 1 hour time frame, probably give us a better view of how does that look like. So just let's remove this so you can see that, and you're going to see this, something like this going to happen, moving from here to here. Then we have a flag down here. From here or from here, doesn't matter, somewhere from here we are going to see a movement up from there somewhere to there, which is probably area between 510, 520, which is the one of the first targets for BNB, which I expect we see it. So if you want to get into the BNB, I think a range between 450 to 440 is the good range for buying, because we are going to see a lot of buy happens there, considering the market right now. Next one, which I wanted to talk to you, it's actually the Bake. Bake is one of the coins which I introduced it to you guys when the price was probably below 1.5, and I told you why. I just think it's a very good investment. When the price was actually hit here, it was below here around 1 point, less than 1.5. I asked you guys that if you want to invest in something, it's not a really bad opportunity to buy back. The price hit almost $2.50, so it was a good profit from 1.5 to 2.5, something like 66% profit on a spot only. And why I said that, because this coin, you can stake it in PancakeSwap and not only enjoy the rise on the price, but also get some sort of profit out of staking it. So yeah, if you're interested to just doing some staking, Bake is not a really bad option, considering after it hit that part as soon as the dominance dominance of the Bitcoin start going up, we saw a little bit of fall in the price. If I use a divergence, you can see exactly when we see the bullish divergence here, the price gone up. We saw a bearish divergence here, and the prices start going down. How far this is going to come down? We're going to take a closer look and go through the 1 hour time frame. You can see that there is a very, very good support area here. So I think it's going to stay around this support, maybe towards the lower one. And then we're going to see another hitting back up. So if the next target would be around $3. So what I think it's going to happen, something like that. Maybe we're coming down, we're going up, another pullback, and something like this for the bake. That's what I expect. But again, I have to tell you, when we're talking about the alts, we never should forget about the king, which is Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin get to the end of it and start its correction, obviously it's going to affect the alts as well. And we have to be careful. We have to be considered about putting the right stop loss to ensure we maintain our risk and we keep ourselves always in profit. If you are going to buy alts, I still highly recommend buy them in a spot only. Don't do too much futures these days. The Bitcoin is getting close to the end of wave 3, so you should be mindful of that as well. So this was about the bake. I hope you enjoyed this one as well. One of my favorite coins is obviously Harmony One. I just want to show you the Harmony One in a higher time frame, which is the daily, and tell you why I like this coin. So the chart is pretty much amazing. You can see this beautiful cup and handle has been shaped here, and then, sorry, let me fix this. And then when the handle completed, as soon as it breaks the neckline, we saw a very good movement up. If we want to calculate what's the target of this cup and handle, the target is around 37 cents, and right now it is trading around 25. So still a good area to buy, but let's get a closer. Sorry, it's 21. I said 25. 21 cents right now. It's a trading point. So what has happened here, as I was expecting, after the breakout, we got to that point, then we are showing a good pullback on a daily time frame. Actually, it's done a 2 pullbacks here, but still fine. I think this area, it's very critical, which is the 20 cent. If it can keep the price over 20 cent, we're going to see another move up and hit the 37 cent, which is the target of the cup and handle. So what we suggest is right now it's 21.5 cents. If you want to get into it, you have to put your stop loss under this line, which is 18.2 cents. Put it something close to 18 cents. So it is something like 20% difference. I mean, you are going to get 20% loss if your stop loss hit here. But if you actually be lucky and everything goes as my TA says it's going to go, and keep the price up there and start a bullish rally up there, you're going to get something like from 21 to 37, something like 75% profit. So you can see profit to the loss, it's 1 to 3. So if you want to use some other tools to tell you how is the profit and loss it's going to work, it's going to be like where exactly it is, and you are going to set it like this. This is your target area, this is your loss area. So you can see risk to reward is around 5. So which is a very good risk to reward, I think. So I can recommend that you buy some in the spot and just keep it until you get to this target over there, or even if you buy it and you want to keep an eye on the market, it might not hit the final target, but you can get to some area here that you can take some good profit out of it and get out of the position. Depends on your strategy and your investment where you want to do. Let me remove everything from this chart, and for one last time we go to a shorter time frame, which is 4 hours. And here in the 4 hours you can see something like this, and that's why I said I think it's a good time to buy it. Look at this, and as soon as we see something like that, it is right here, so here, so here, 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 at least this is the short-term prediction for the price movement of the Harmony One, and I think it's not a bad opportunity to get in, to be honest. And if we are going to use our friend, which is the divergence for many indicators and the color, excuse me, we're going to see how good this works here. We showed some divergence which the price dropped, some divergence here price dropped, and we saw some divergence here which price dropped. So still we can't see any bullish divergence, but it doesn't mean that we are not going to see some bullish movement. But I think it's in a good position to buy it. I just wanted to show you how to use this indicator, and maybe that can help you in your trades. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate your time. It's good to have you on board. Please don't forget to subscribe with our YouTube channel for the daily updates. We are going to prepare some educational and training packages for you as well. On top of that, I need to say there is only 2 days left on the special deals to purchasing Lustcoins. This is 5% extra discount on top of 42% discount which they have for the referral of this channel or my TA Telegram group, so which you can enjoy. Take the opportunity. Bitcoin going up, BNB going up, so do Lustcoin. Very soon we're gonna see it's hitting some crazy numbers, which probably many of us even can't believe or can't imagine. Take this opportunity, support Lustcoin so they can support us to continue having this plan and live videos for you on a daily basis. Thank you. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend and see you tomorrow. But we are not going to have a live on Sunday. So probably we're going to miss Sunday and come back to you guys on Monday. Stay safe. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.